are having a great day, and hopefully there's no lag while we are live. But we're going to go and just talk really quickly about how to deal with credit bureau violations. A violation in itself is a violation, and inaccuracy is not a violation, and you need to understand the difference to be able to determine how you're going to handle it. And I do talk about a ton of violations and how to go in depth, and whether you should be submitting complaints, who you should be sending them to, making them against, and all that kind of stuff in the stall tactics session. And you can find the link down in the description for this. But right now is the most difficult time in my entire career for dealing with the credit bureaus. Are we still getting results? Absolutely, all day. However, it's really, really, really hard. And if you don't do it the right way, you're probably not going to get your results. So a couple things that you should be aware of, all right? When the credit bureaus violate your rights, first of all, you shouldn't be giving up your rights, all right? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of difficult to know, like, if you are disputing online and you think it's so convenient, you are giving up your rights under FCRA 611 and FCRA 623. If you didn't know that, make sure you do not dispute online, because now they don't have to notify you of investigation results. They don't have to forward anything over to the creditors. You already said that you're okay when it comes back, and none of this stuff is in your favor. So, I mean, I can go on and on and on for hours about violations, but those are things that you need to be aware of, and it's because we don't read the fine print. I do, but I mean, I'm married to an attorney, okay? So I read the fine print, and this is how I find these things out, all right? Now, when you do find a violation, if you don't know how to handle it, you're probably not going to be able to leverage it. What is a violation? Another example would be, let's say that you submit a dispute and you waited 30 days, and when you go and you pull your credit report 30 days after they received your dispute, and you see that it's not marked as disputed by consumer, that is another violation. It is FCRA 623A3 and AC. And if you're looking at the FDCPA, now we're talking about 8078, okay? So we have violations all over the place, but what do you do with them? And, how do you leverage them? That's the question, okay? I have many courses on this. I have many videos on this, but it's very, very simple. If you let them continue to violate your rights, they're just going to continue doing it. And we have so very few rights with this, there's no reason you should be giving them up, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is, I'm going to put some other resources down in the description for you to go and check out when I get back to my computer, because I've got other things that I'm thinking of that would actually help you. But one of the things that you want to make certain, 100% positive that you are doing is when you're writing your dispute letter, you are not filling in all of these laws, okay? We talk about templates all the time. You know that I'm like the anti-template chick, and I absolutely hate them, but you're only utilizing these laws, these consumer laws, when you have a violation, right? So you're not sending out round one with pursuant to yada yada and Congress says yada yada yada. No, you're not doing that until, hey, now you have a violation. Now you know that they violated, FCRA 623A3 and AC by failing to enter the required notice of dispute. That was supposed to be there within 30 days. Now you have an actual violation. Now you can utilize that law on your dispute. Another thing is, when you are writing your dispute reason, the most important thing is for you to, let me see where it is, right here. Okay, for you to use the AJERO formula, all right? If you've been following me for any period of time, whether that be the 9 years that I've been here, okay, I've got over 1,600 videos going back 9 years that explains how to do factual-based disputes, okay? The most important thing is that you are basically supporting your argument. I was trying to figure out the right way to put it. Supporting your argument using the facts from your credit report. And there is a very specific way that you can construct your dispute reason. All right. Yes, I know this is totally backwards. When we are live, the text is actually flipped. It's not like that when we do a regular video. Okay. But Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to write a dispute reason with the action, the justifier, the element, the reason, and the outcome. This is why I have downloads. This is why I have courses. This is why I have step-by-step tutorials so that you can be prepared to write things the right way. Because, yes, a dispute letter gives you a new opportunity to get results, but not if you are doing it the wrong way. And every single time that you send out that dispute letter out that door, it better be the best possible dispute that you could have written, because the longer you dispute, the harder it is to get those results. And the more they're going to violate you. The more they violate you, the more that they verify, the harder it's going to be every single time. So that's why I am repeating this over and over and over again. Make sure you're writing your dispute reasons the right way. Make sure you're using the facts. Make sure you're not putting laws until you actually have a violation, okay? These are the things that are going to help you, all right? So when you're writing your dispute reason, the action would be like delete, correct, like what do you want them to do with that account? Delete this account for inaccuracy, for violation, because the date last active, the date last paid, the notice of dispute, the balance, the date last, active, whatever, the actual part of the account reports as, or shows, or reflects, and then take those facts right off your credit report and stick them into that dispute reason, right? If it says, experience shows that you were 30 days late on this date, but Equifax shows that you were 30 days late on that date, but on time for that same date that the first bureau shows you paid on time, or that you were late, whatever, you need to use those facts to support whatever you are telling them to do, to delete, to correct. It's inaccurate, it's in violation. If you don't do this, you do not have a chance of removing these accounts, okay? And you are giving them the green card, that green light, that wild card for them to just come back and say it's verified, all right? And for them to take away your rights. You are not even letting them take them away. You are giving them up, okay? Do not do that. There's a very, very simple way to prevent all these things from happening, and it's by you preparing, because proper preparation prevents poor performance, okay? So I'll put a link to this down in the description, but it's very, very, very straightforward, as all of my stuff falls off of my thing over here. Okay, so this is all very, very straightforward. This way to prevent the bureaus from violating you is by preparing your dispute letter the right way with the facts. Now, what happens when they actually violate you? Now, what you're going to do, and I have courses on this, all right, what you're actually going to do is, let's say that they don't put that notice of dispute. That's illegal. That's a violation. You need to do something about it, all right? You are going to, number one, you're going to have your proof, which is your credit report. Report number one, your dispute letter, your certified mail proving that it was sent and received, and your return receipt, right, that shows the signature on there, and report number two that shows that on that 31st day after they received that dispute, it was not there. That it is actually the notice of dispute in the comment section, right? So if you're looking at your credit report, you're looking at your account, it says like monthly payment, balance, yada yada, it'll say comments, right? Every single credit report is different, but there'll be a comments section of some sort, creditor comments, bureau comments, and it'll say disputed by consumer or something along those lines. There'll be a notice that account was disputed. If that is not there, now that is a major violation. Why am I saying it's a major violation? Well, because I used it over the last 5.5 years to remove over 50,000 negative items from my clients' credit reports, okay? And if you want to see if I can personally do this for you, you can always go to my740.com. However, what you're going to do is you're going to send a new dispute letter with all of that proof, all right? Not the full credit report. You're not giving the credit bureaus your whole credit report. They have the damn thing, okay? You're going to use exhibits, all right? So instead of just putting your dispute letter and then you're having the account, with the creditor name, account number, new dispute reason, blah, 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 you're going to do all that. But at the end of your dispute letter, you are also putting a screenshot of that account. Exhibit A, creditor name, account number, screenshot, okay? Exhibit B, creditor name, account number, screenshot. And then you're going to include, again, the pages from your credit reports specific to these accounts, credit report 1, credit report 2, certified mail, and the return receipt. And you are going to, that's basically your violation log. You're going to also go to the CFPB and you're going to make a complaint. Now, 9 times out of 10, you are probably going to get something that just says, oh, we looked into it and blah, 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 blah. However, when you come back with all of this, documentation, or when you go with it to begin with, you're probably going to get your deletion. And if you don't, now you have way more ammunition to use against them. And that is the name of the game. And yes, this is a game of inches, but you will win in the end. So every single time you find an actual violation, not inaccuracy, violation, you need to build your full violation log, your communication log, your full violation log, and you're going to send even a copy of that, your violation log. And it can even just be like a spreadsheet. It could be an Excel page. It could be whatever, a PDF that shows the dates, the violation, whether they responded, the date of your dispute letter, whether, when they actually responded, what they said, what law they violated, all that with your dispute, your credit report, the certified mail, the return receipt. Yes, this sounds like a lot, but guess what? It's going to get the results. It will get the results, and that is all we care about, okay? And you do have to put a lot of work into this. I mean, imagine doing this for a living where you have multiple clients. It's a lot. It is a lot of documentation. It's a lot of disputes. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of manual work without automation, but it gets the results. It gets the higher credit scores. It gets you where you need to be, and you need to put that footwork into it. Why am I saying this? Well, because this is only your credit. It is only the one thing that determines where you live, where you work, how much money you make, what's in your bank account, what you drive. I mean, how much your deposits and your down payments and your insurances are. It's everything. So obviously, this is not going to be something that's as simple as send that one dispute and hey, everything is going to be off. I mean, just flip it for a second and look at it from a neutral perspective. If you were a lender, right, it's just big conglomerate of a bunch of people that have hella money, right? So you are a lender, and you know that even though you are in the business of, lending millions of dollars, that all a consumer has to do is send a dispute letter or pay someone $49 to $600 to get rid of this account that shows other lenders that you owed them or that you did not pay on time for hella money, whether it is thousands or millions of dollars. Don't you think that they would stop lending? Yes, they would, because they have this money, these profits, they make this money because they don't just give it away. They don't just give it up like that. So you have to understand the business that these people are in, and it'll help you to overcome some of these obstacles that are stopping you guys from getting results, okay? I always look at everything from all angles and all possibilities and logically. That's a huge thing with factual-based disputes. Logic, right? And common sense, okay? So if you want to get results, you need to put that footwork in. Yes, it is a lot. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of postage. It's a lot of submitting complaints and making complaints and getting on the phone and faxing and emailing and all of that. But I promise you, it will work. If you want to learn how to, handle these stall tactics and violations and whatnot, again, the link is down in the description for the stall tactics session where I go over a ton of this stuff and give you a crap load of digital worksheets, okay, that are going to help you to figure some of these things out. Now, there are a bunch of other violations that we could be talking about, but the most ubiquitous ones, the ones that are like all over the place and found most commonly, are failure to enter the notice of dispute, failure to respond, but the failure to respond one is not going to get you results. Don't even bother. That used to work like, I don't know, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, where, oh yeah, you didn't respond, boom, you got your results. It doesn't work like that anymore. And all they have to say is, yes, we did respond. But with the failure to enter the notice of dispute, you have the proof that you disputed, you submitted, they received, they signed for it, and they didn't put that notice of dispute. And if you look at Section 623, it literally states that an account that was disputed that is not marked as disputed cannot report on a consumer credit report. It is as plain as day exactly what needs to happen and why it is a violation and what is considered a violation for this, okay? Not reporting it when it's supposed to be there. It's really simple. There's a bunch of other ones that we could possibly go over, but these are the ones that are going to get you the results. All right. So if you have questions about this, I know you can't do the chat on here. I never have the chat live while I am live, but you can always post your question on one of my other videos, and I personally read them. I personally answer them. I will get back to you. All right. But again, if you want to learn more about SAL tactics and violations, check out that sessions link, tactics sessions. It's sendme2.co/tactics-session. All right. And again, if you want to see if I can personally do your credit sweep for you, because you don't want to deal with violations, you don't want to deal with paperwork, you don't want to deal with stamps, you don't want to deal with certified mail, you don't want to deal with all of these extra things that I'm telling you that you have to do right now, head over to my740.com and I will see if I can help. But I have so many things coming out for you, like, you definitely want to make sure that you are subscribed and then you hit that bell for notifications. We are currently going over SAL tactics and violations, which are really, really huge right now, especially the whole, we don't think it was you, we think it was a third party, we don't think that, this person had authorization to, submit on your behalf. Another huge thing is, we will not reinvestigate. I have a video specifically going out about that one, and we do cover it in the tactics session. So there's 4 major stall tactics. It's actually 5 because I added frivolous. So frivolous, third party or accused of credit repair, that I don't think that it was you, that type thing where they try to make you give up your rights by getting on the phone with them or by disputing online or by uploading on their website. And we won't reinvestigate unless you have new and relevant information, and you did not provide identification, and we don't understand the nature of your dispute. Okay, those are the majority of the major stall tactics that the credit bureaus use, but the number one stall tactic is just ignoring you. Why? Because the credit bureaus receive 1.5 million disputes per month per bureau, and they're in the business of making money off of your inaccurate information and your lower credit score. And so the way that they retain more money is by not responding, because if they have to respond to 1.5 million disputes in a month, it's somewhere in the neighborhood of $956,000 to respond to 1.5 million disputes. And again, that's per bureau per month. So it's much more profitable for them to just not respond and for them to just go away. And eventually you're going to get frustrated and you are also going to go away. Okay. So, always keep that in mind. They're not there. They're not there to help you. They have no incentive to assist you. They want you to go away. They want to just make money off of you. And if you allow them to, then I don't know what to tell you. I give you all the answers. I give you all the tools. I give you all the resources and the ammo to use against them and win this battle, okay? So, anywho, 1,600 videos going back 9 years. The answers are there. I can help you either by you doing this yourself. I've got the resources and the tools to give to you. Or, you know what? I'm sure that you have some time to do some research and, put these things together yourself. So don't ever count yourself out. Don't ever allow the bureaus to win, because you can get these deletions. It just has to be done, the right way. Stop believing those people that are telling you that all you do is just send out this one letter and you're going to get results. It doesn't work like that, because if it did, I would have that solution. I would be a fazillionaire, and we wouldn't even be doing this video, because I would be in freaking Cancun or, whatever, right? Like painting the walls with money or something. Look, there's 68 million people with bad credit. If I had the solution that you're looking for, that overnight process, whatever, I'd sell it to you. Trust me, I would sell it to you. That's just how business is, okay? So I say that because people think that I have exactly what you're looking for, but I'm not going to give it to you. No matter how much you want to offer to pay for it, I'm just not going to give it to you. No, obviously, if I did, I would, and we wouldn't be having to make 1,600 videos, all right? So anywho, have a great day. Again, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. I will see you later. My740.com if you want to see if I can personally do a credit sweep for you. Sendme2.co/tactics-session if you want to access the stall tactics session that I ran this weekend. And that is it. I hope you have a great day. Bye.